Hey guys, so I just wanted to invite you guys in, and there's a big box, so I hope you guys can see me. I'm not sure if you can. I'm just going to invite some people in while we have a conversation, and just wanted to let you know that I'm still with you, but I wanted to invite some people in as I was talking so that we can have a conversation and kind of get to know each other a little bit better. My spinal cord is burning. Oh, burning. So, somebody wanted me to explain what I meant with my foot. And I'll show you in just a second. I just wanted to kind of invite some people around. Ouch. So that they can also have a chance to be with us. I understand I can't invite everybody. So, if everybody else can tune in to the people or ask them if they want to come in. Invite your peeps. And somebody asked me if I minded if they shared anything of mine. Nope, I don't mind. Just as long as you give me the credit. If I didn't put on there my water gypsy thing, I don't mind if the words are out there. I just want people to know where they came from. Because people are asking me what I've written and what I've written in the past. And so I'm trying to find somebody to help me. I want to get a book, basically, of my life that, I don't know, is it called autobiography or biography or a documentary or something like that, of basically things that either separate, like, my childhood or that, that separate either just my childhood and the stuff that happened in my childhood, or the military and the VA stuff that I've been dealing with. So, I don't know. I'm struggling between trying to figure out if I want to write two separate books, or maybe like a bunch of e-writers or e-readers or whatever those things are, that basically you just do a TED Talk. Oh my goodness, which ones did it? That's all, folks. Is that the Looney Tunes guy? They had said to ask somebody if I could get someone to help me do, I don't know, something live to where it will get sent out to more people all at once. And I don't know how to do that. I'm not technically savvy yet to do all that. So bear with me. I'm still inviting people in. And I just wanted to let you know that veterans are still dying on a rate of 22 a day. And a friend of mine wanted to basically get a program together. To get a program together, and basically it would incorporate the. I'm sorry, guys. Just bear with me. I need to take my tincture and my oil. I really wish that we could get a dispensary in Redmond, Oregon, because it's legal here and we can grow out here. I really don't understand what the council's doing, why they're doing this. So whoever is the council, I would love to take over your job. I would love to, like, maybe help you out, because our cities need, this city needs help. The roads need help. The streets for the kids on the other side, that needs help too. So while I've got the locals and everybody around the world, might as well just pop up and find out what's going on. So I just wanted to talk a moment about the vets. And I know it sounds really angry. The words sound probably pretty angry, I would imagine, on my posts. And they are angry. And it's only angry because I'll show you my foot in a minute. I posted the worst, well, no, almost the worst one, only because I had lost 30 pounds in about, I want to say it was either between 4 or 5 weeks. And to be honest with you, I'd have to look at the paperwork. I don't know. All of this stuff is documented. So somebody's saying, oh, I have daddy issues, so I'm coming out with this all of a sudden because Trump's here. No, actually, I've been starting to relearn how to talk for the last year, and I was one leg down and one leg up for a solid year and bedbound for 2 years. So I don't have any daddy issues because I got therapy for that. I'm doing EMDR, which is eye movement desensitization rapidization. Ouch. And what that does is it helps with trauma. So if you've been traumatized or you have PTSD, it's actually really, really, really good. I definitely highly, highly, highly recommend. Ouch. I highly recommend CBD and THC marijuana for especially spinal issues like this. I'll put the box down. I don't know how much you can see and how much you can't see because I'm covered by a box. Somebody asked me to explain what the box was, and what do I mean? I never like being put in a box, or the 9 dots that people like to say is a box. I am me, so I say, when people say, what religion are you? What race are you? What am I? I've never had anybody ask me what gender I was, only if I was pregnant or not, and that was mostly because with my stomach, I have half of it cut off, or half of it cut from rib to rib, I meant. And so half the organs are there. I have my no gallbladder, no duodenum, no pancreas, and no appendix, no duodenum, no gallbladder, and no I got 4 organs missing in my gut. So I got a lot of stuff missing in there, and that's fine. I mean, that was just from pancreatitis and appendicitis, but that was 20 years ago. So when I say, like, I thought I had enough therapy for, what happened to me before, my first therapist when I was 10, she committed suicide. So when she offed herself the day after I had talked to her, a family member told me that my therapist had offed herself because of me. And I don't know about you, but the guilt that takes on as a 10-year-old, it's pretty deep. So I decided at that point that I wasn't going to let anybody in so far, and that people would be kept at a distance, because how could I trust telling my secrets to somebody that was supposed to be, like, the one helping me out the most? Dexcom, excuse me. I already gave myself insulin. How am I supposed to trust again when the first person that we're sent to dismisses you, tells you you're lying, and then the second person you go to is supposed to be a church member, then they tell you you're lying, and they dismiss it. So you find yourself you find yourself almost boxed in and stuck, really, in a reality that's based off of all their bullshit, all their crap and all their stuff. And so that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about, is veteran abuse. I mean, there are people getting abused every day. There's over 22 people dying. So the person that shamed mailed me and decided to, ask me if I got daddy issues, the reason I said he was a one-pump chump is because it's not about having daddy issues right now. What does daddy issues have to do with my foot anyways? Dip dong. So I'm really trying not to curse because I know who's going to be watching this, and so I'm really working on that. And but there's going to be times where F-bombs just fly. That's just me. I don't know any other person or any other way to be. I know that's why they like putting me on print and not letting me on video, or not wanting me on video so much, because I was very politically incorrect. And as the boss president, we weren't really supposed to ask questions. And the first question I asked was about the Clinton scandal to the command sergeant major of the Army. So I got pulled aside real quick. I didn't know we weren't supposed to ask those questions. So I just wanted to let you know that basically I'm doing a bunch of different therapies. And what that is I'm doing water therapy, music therapy, cognitive therapy, a whole bunch of different therapies to basically get better and work out how, oh my gosh, my spine hurts, you guys, how it's going to get better for the vets. Now, somebody asked me, what do I think I can do? I don't know, okay? I can only speak my truth so much, and when I pass on, So I don't want anybody's pity. Like, I'm not asking for, Sheeran came on. This was my song in physical therapy, so this must be the happy song. Let's get happy. All I'm saying is that there's really, it's not about black, white, Mexican, or Chinese for me, because I have friends of every race, every color, and every creed. So, I mean, that really doesn't bother me. Like, the reason I have the friends that I have is because I am very open-minded. So, no, obviously I'm not racist or sexist, and I'm pure woman, so I don't have to worry about that either. I'm here to speak my truth, and I'm here to get justice for the veterans. I'm also here to speak truth for the people that can't speak truth for themselves. That can't speak truth for themselves. And so, I want to show you my foot. It's not as gnarly as it used to be, but it still hurts. So, here we go. So that's one side of it. So as you can see, there's like, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's like a half of a heel. I mean, I keep saying half of a heel. I mean, half of an ankle right now. And so I gotta put my sock back on because, excuse the view, you guys. I basically am just waiting until I can get justice, because I feel like Trump is right now the only person who can help me with this. And like I said, I appreciate the feedback as far as like how I can get help, but really honestly the only person I can get help is from Donald Trump, because he's the executive officer for military. So and so that's what I think. I'm an aquatic practitioner now, and so I'm also a registered nurse with my bachelor's degree. I'd really like Trump to get marijuana and CBD legal, so that we can do more research studies. Ouch. Because it really does help these spasms of mine. And I also think that we could get a positive plus 20% revenue in our whole United States, and actually feed more people if we did allow CBD, because our livers wouldn't be failing, and people like me that have PTSD, like our veterans, I don't understand why you wouldn't allow a plant to be legalized if it's about the money. Well, taxate it, because, or tax it. You know, that's what Scotland and all the other countries are doing. So I think it's time that, you know, if we are really going to be for the people, by the people, you said you wanted to give it back to the people. Well, the people are speaking, but nobody really wants to listen to us. So I'm not really sure who you're talking about when you're saying, you know, that you want, that you want the people, that you want to give it back to the people. If you want to give it back to the people, that means you got to give it back to the people that are speaking, and to the ones that are speaking for the ones that can't speak, because that's what your senators are supposed to be doing. And so I think that if they're not doing their job, then we need to change them out too. So if you want to help me, people have asked what they can do to help me. The biggest thing you can do right now to help me, whether you're inside America or outside of America, in Iraq, there are people that are tuned in right now, or will be tuned in, that are actually in Iraq, Slovenia. Oh, God, help me. My spine, you guys, excuse me. This is CRPS, though. You get hot, you get cold, your spine burns, and it makes you get these movements in your spine, and they hurt. So, I've got people all over the world that are looking, or that will be watching this, and, you know, please know that the people that are trying to get back into the United States that are actually Americans, that the flippin' CNN is saying that they're lying, okay? The people that are trying to get back in, there are some Americans that are trying to get back in, all right? We need to take a chill pill here. Yeah, I understand the wall, okay? fine. Build your wall. Build the wall as high as you want. Okay, fine. Just stop arguing about the freaking wall. If they're Americans, so we kind of like need to let them back in. They have their passport. That's what passports are for. So that's why I get nervous about traveling again, because I don't feel like going through the booby monitor and then having to get all, you know. Last time, seriously, when I went through there, they were nutty. I had to lift up and go down, and they swabbed me. Then they didn't know what an insulin pump was, so they swabbed that, and they swabbed my hands. Usually I get dinner at least before I get a little, you know, hey, how you doing? But I didn't get that, and they didn't think it was funny that I asked for dinner first. I thought it was funny. CRPS. CRPS basically is a neurological disorder, and it hits the, it hits the nerves, and so all throughout here, basically it'll hit, and sometimes you'll notice like this will twitch, or like throughout here. Or, I'm not sure if I can see it through here, but like throughout here. And I can't show you my back, and I'm not going to right now, it hurts. So that's why I want CBD, ouch, and marijuana legal, because that's what helps us. And I also want it, if it's going to be legal, like make it legal. Our city council, for some reason, decided not to vote for it. So Redmond, Oregon, City of Council, Congressman for Oregon, Oregonian, USA, CNN, Fox News, CBS, Sean Hannity. Who else was I supposed to say? I can't remember. I wrote them down, but I don't know where it's at. I really do want your help to reach out for the vets. I know you got my video. Sean Hannity, I know you got my video as well, and I know you got my letter, from my understanding, somebody said. So if you could reach out to me, that would be great. Fox News, that'd be great. Trump, I think from my understanding, they said they gave you some letters as well. Would really like you to reach out. And then also, I think it's time to make our DEA get forced to schedule to it, because I can't do research. I have my bachelor's degree and I'm a researcher, yet I can't do my job until it's scheduled 2, because they're putting a harvest on this thing. And basically, if we legalize marijuana into a Schedule 2, then at least I can do my job and not have to worry about the consequences by them putting my well, I say I got big brass balls, so put my nuts in, you know, those little harvests like they'll do those bull thingies, those cow riders that do the bull thingies. Don't they make them mad or something like that? They tie their nuts so they get them mad and whoosh, their bull, and then ride them for something seconds or whatever. Well, I don't want us to be held by the balls anymore, Donald Trump. So can you please allow us not to be held by the balls? Because I got bigger balls than most men. Probably, all right, we'll say 50% of the men. I got more balls than 50% of the men. And I would really like to help you with this VA problem, because our vets are suffering. Like, allow everybody to be having access to the plant matters, because the pills are what's shutting livers down. It's not CBD and it's not marijuana. If you look at the test results, even Dr. Sanjay Gupta and a couple others were doing some neuroprotectant studies on it. So, my name is Mindy Doherty, or Mindy Doherty. Most people don't know how to pronounce it. That's why I drop my last name and just say, my name is Mindy. You can call me Mindy, or you can call me Water Gypsy. And I think that's about it. So are there any questions? There's only 8 of you here. So, hi Gabriel, hi Tara. Federally legalized medical marijuana for sure. Uprise. What's up, guys? Thanks, Tara. So like I said, Tara, while you're here, I was telling somebody about CBD and basically helping some people to understand that we need CBD here, and for some people to basically help me get this out here, help me get it to Redmond, because right now we have no dispensaries or anything, and I'm really trying to figure out what to do. Like, I would like to have Water Gypsy dispensary here. I'd like to, I want to get that bucket thingy mabopper that you have with those those fishy fish. I want that thingy here. And then if you know anybody that would love to, like, help me get those boxes built for the wooden ports, I have a ton of wood, and I have a ton of windows. I can't do it by myself anymore. my body hurts. And then the whole garden, basically, I've been doing, that's been my therapy. So I hold on to each tree, and I don't use the shovel right now anymore because I fell and realized I shouldn't be using a shovel anymore until I actually have 2 legs. Oh, God. So my spirit is so strong. Like, I would try with every ounce of me. I did actually try to build my own greenhouse when I only had 1 leg. Found out it didn't really work very well because you require 2 arms and 2 legs. So, anybody got any questions for me? It's going to take a village, yes, for sure. All I know is we need to get our city council out here and help legalize it, because I shouldn't have to drive 40 minutes, especially in that snowstorm. Nice. So I just wanted to let the people know out in Australia that as soon as I can get my bones and my muscles to chillax, I got to make a trip. The very, very, very first trip I got to make, though, is Sweden. How is your health today? I'll always try to smile and say I'm awesome. I'm burning. My health is great. It's just this inconsistent burning throughout, like, if you can imagine the backside, it's like throughout here and then through there. So basically I have half of a, oh, here you go, Tara. I will have half of a heel. And that's where so see the shaking that goes on? That I can't control yet. On land, in the water, in hot water, ouch, 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 ouch. In hot water I can. But basically this is where he took half of my, this is supposed to be your ankle. I have half of an ankle. And then on the other side, I've got here where the bolts were. So, I mean, it looks like sort of a normal foot. It just doesn't have the full mobility. So basically it moves, but it's got like 1 inch, 2 inches. I think she said 2 inches. 2 inches and 10 or 15%. I don't know. I posted it the other day. It's on there somewhere. 10% and 2 inches, or 15% and 3 inches. I don't know. Give me a couple inches. That's all I got on the bottom of my heel, basically. So when your foot goes like this and your Achilles doesn't move, that's what it was. So, all right, you guys. Peace out. I will catch up with you later.